What's up, everyone? Welcome to Play by Play Tech, episode 48. I'm your host, Max Chambliss, alongside the face of game streaming, Moandogg Gaming.
Yeah,
What's
I
going
can't
on?
claim that anymore. I got to get
Well,
back on the ball.
Ghostface.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, gaming, Moandogg. What's going on, man?
Nothing too much, man. Funny you say that because right before you got on, like I said, I was actually working on my stream to change a bunch of things and make it look really nice again and get rid of all the old stuff I got. So it's gonna take me about a week or so to get it up and running again. I mean, it's fine. And then like not doing it, I gotta remember everything. so
Yeah.
so it drives me nuts. And then I gotta get ready for Battlefield and Halo, and I want to buy those for PC. So, which is I don't have to buy them. Well, I don't know. I don't know if Battlefield we have to buy. I know Halo we don't. Um, but I've been doing everything off a capture card through the consoles. So I need to get back on my PC. And I need to change things up with the broadcasting and OBS and all that stuff. So but I'm excited. I'm super excited. I cannot wait I can wait to the end of the year because of the wintertime. But I can't wait to the end of the year for Battlefield and Halo. Like I'm excited this year. I'm ecstatic.
It sounds like you're happy about it, but
I'm very happy. I didn't know we were
have
going to get Battlefield
you
this
been
year.
playing any games?
Yeah,
Have you been playing any games?
I played Final Fantasy VII. I've been playing that again. And I beat the Yuffie download concept. Yuffie, whatever you want to call her. And it was actually pretty good.
But I just let you go with it.
Okay, Yuffie, it was actually pretty good. And I didn't, because I've been avoiding all the reviews and stuff because I don't want to spoil it for me. And everybody's saying good things about it. I was surprised. Everybody likes the fact that they upgraded a little bit of the battle system. And I hope that what they use there, because I don't want to spoil the game, what they use there, they will put in Remake 2. They'll add that to Remake 2. Like, I don't want nothing to change with Remake 2, but if they add the Yuffie, did I say it right? Or Yuffie. If they add the Yuffie to...
They didn't even say it in the game too, Yuffie, but you kept on saying Yuffie.
Yeah, I've been saying Yuffie. How long it's been out for? Like 20-some years, 25 years or whatever?
Yeah,
I've been saying it since then.
Yuffie. I just never said anything. I was just like, okay, I'm just going to let roll with
gonna
it.
let me look stupid.
Yeah. No, it's just like some people, when it comes to pronouncing names and stuff, I just like, you know what, tomatoes type situation. I just go like whatever.
Yeah, but this is tomato and stupid, on my end. So that's how I feel. But yeah, so I've been playing that. I gotta go back and I skipped over it because I like to see the story first, and then I like to go back and get all the rewards and all the stuff I missed. Because when I beat these games, I like to see what other people say. Because I avoid it, and then like when I go on YouTube or go on news articles and stuff like that, it all pops up, and I'm like, and I gotta avoid so much to not spoil it for myself. Ralph, what's up, dog?
Yeah.
He on here. So, but I mean, I think. Hold on, ain't you streaming tonight? Because I could have sworn. I'm talking to Ralph. He's on my YouTube. So I could have sworn he was streaming earlier. Oh, he said he got to get back to the stream. Okay, all right. So
yeah, you can do dual stuff.
I know, right? Like watch this because it's gonna catch the audio. Oh, he said he's getting ready to go back to streaming. He said he out. So, but
okay.
I try to avoid all that stuff from because I'm gonna spoil it for myself. You know how I am, Max. I like to watch like one. I'm that guy that watches one trailer. Or if it's a game that's very desirable, I'll watch one thing. I won't watch anything else, and I'll avoid until the game comes out, or when a movie trailer comes out. Because I told you I had a horrible experience with Spider-Man: Homecoming, and it had like 10 official trailers, and I watched all of them. And I watched the movie. I think when we went to the movies and saw it, it wasn't as good to me because I'm like, I saw the whole movie in commercials. So.
Yeah, I don't know. When it comes to trailers, I don't know. I don't know. I like what it all depends. I could probably watch if I could watch one or two trailers, but if it's like multiple other trailers that come out, then I'm like, nah, I don't want to see any more after that. But I mean, even though the extra content from Final Fantasy, I don't think there's really any spoilers unless you like searching for it and stuff. So I mean, I wasn't searching for it because I still haven't played that part. I still didn't even beat the game, Final Fantasy Remake. I was playing I was playing Halo over the weekend. I was trying to get my skills back up because I'm trying to get ready for this Halo Infinite game.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of
um,
that, I'm trying to like I'm really good with Halo with a controller because that's all I've known Halo to be. I have been playing Halo Master Chief Collection with keyboard and mouse, and for some odd reason, I'm horrible at it. But what's funny is I am like an all star with keyboard and mouse with Call of Duty. So, and I guess I have a certain play style when it comes to Halo, and certain things I do with the controller and how I lock on and how I get the kills on there. But
yeah,
when and it's still it's more Halo's more precision because you got shields. It takes a lot more precision because headshots puts them down more
yeah,
faster than the body shots. But if you do it in duty, you couple shots no matter what. But Halo, I want to switch to keyboard and mouse with it, but then sometimes I feel like I'm not. It's not nostalgia, and I'm like, man, I think I'm cheating.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
but I gotta
yeah.
get
It's
good
just
at it.
yeah, it's just for me. I was playing it for man. It was a good minute. I was getting my ass whooped too because I was like, dang. Well, actually, no, I take that back. No, I did pretty well. The first match, I think I was like, we lost, but I was second as the one with the most kills.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I used to be very very good at Halo, but it just like I said, it just life happens and stuff. So I just haven't been playing Halo in God knows. I think since Halo 5 and stuff. I play a little bit of a Halo Master Chief Collection
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, but I
It
just
throws you
couldn't get
off with the
myself
controller
to.
layout because we're not used to that anymore.
Yeah, because and that's another thing too. Because the original Halo controller layout, I kind of what I ended up doing, I ended up switching it to the Call of Duty controller scheme, but it's really it's Halo 5 or Halo 4. No, it's Halo 5 control scheme. But it's just the thing is like when you want to zoom, you have to press on the D-pad down in order for you to zoom in, and that was throwing me off. So I had to switch the
Yeah,
control schemes again because I think Call of Duty control schemes, I think that and Destiny 2 are almost identical to each other, and I think that's like the best control scheme ever when it comes to shooting and stuff. And I just could not get back to the old controller scheme that I was playing on Halo. That's why I had to switch it up because I was just getting my ass whooped
yeah.
playing that game. So I was just like, all right, let me go ahead and switch it up. And then when I switched the control scheme out, I was like, I was tearing up people and stuff. But but I'm still rusty and stuff. So I still gotta keep practicing and stuff because I know when Halo Infinite comes out, that multiplayer portion of it, because it's supposed to come out in because it's separate from the campaign, but they can still coming out at the same time. I just know that Halo multiplayer, I know I'm gonna be on that thing for a good minute
Oh yeah,
and
I'm
stuff because
looking
that's gonna
forward for the
be.
campaign. I want to see where they're going to take the story. Um,
Oh man, it's I don't want to jinx anything, but that last trailer that they showed of Halo, of the campaign portion of it, I don't want to jinx it. They brought it felt like it was Halo and stuff. I think they're gonna knock it out of the park with the campaign part. And that's where when I looked at it, I said I think they got something here and stuff. That's just my opinion. That was just off that trailer, so I really can't,
yeah, yeah,
really
we'll see.
say and
A
stuff.
lot of the developers saying they're trying to go back to square one from the first Halo, the Combat Evolved, and they're trying to give you that feel again. And I just feel like the only way you can give that feeling again is if you change the standard of first person shooters like they did when Halo first came out. I mean, the most popular thing before Halo was GoldenEye, and GoldenEye was just everybody's favorite.
Oh,
Everybody
that
loved.
was gold.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was gold right
and
there. That
then
was that was the original controller. When you had that
yeah,
Nintendo 64 controller,
yeah,
man, that was the standard and
yeah.
stuff when it comes to shooting games and
Yeah,
stuff.
and that's how it was for a long time. And then Halo came out, and Halo was just a game changer in first person shooters. Period. And I just feel like if it's gonna do that again, then That'd be amazing. And then you already know, like
Well,
if it takes first person shooters to the next level, you already know games after that or in the future will follow.
yeah,
Mhm.
for me, I don't even think they really need to change anything. This is just my opinion. I don't think they need to change anything. If they give out an original story, which they doing, and in the multiplayer, if they keep just like how it was with Halo, the only difference is they got the grappling, which is I think
I think it's a
that's a
good
really nice
addition.
touch.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good addition. But if they keep everything pretty much how it was before and just add some little nuggets to it, like to make it a little bit different, I'll be completely content. They don't need to do something that, oh, this is like so original that, this is light years, because I think it when shoot with shooter games nowadays, or first person shooters, um it's getting to a point that I don't think you need to mess up that formula that much, or change it, excuse me, not mess up, change the formula that much. They need to just build on what they have, make sure they keep that ground floor of what made that special, and just tweak a couple of things to it. That's just my
I think bringing
opinion.
back equipment is a nice touch too, because it levels the battlefield the battlefield, because when you play games like Call of Duty and somebody got to jump on you, it's kind of just over for you. But if you have equipment where if somebody gets to jump on you, you can throw down a bubble shield real quick. I just think that kind of helps you give that equal competitiveness to the game. So especially when you're caught off guard, I'm glad there's just a quick button where you can throw something down and throw off the person that's sniping you, or whatever the case may be. So I think a lot of first person shooters need that, because sometimes it gets a little out of hand. For an example, especially you ain't played Halo in a while, and you get back on there and people are just like MLG pros. That's what it feels like, and it feels like you can't do anything, and it pisses you off. You can't enjoy the game. So I think that evens the. I think that evens. It's kind of like Battlefield, right? You got Call of Duty and all this stuff, and you got campers. Well, Battlefield, you just take the whole building down, so he can.
Well,
It levels the playing field,
well, it's kind of interesting now, because that kind of one. What I want to bring up as a topic is that, so with Halo Infinite being on Game Pass this fall, and then you got Battlefields coming out as well too. They only coming out with the multiplayer, and that's what people have to understand. They
Yeah.
only coming out with multiplayer. But hold on, let me just finish. So they only coming out with multiplayer, which is going to be a $70 game right there. And then you got the biggest hitter of them all. And I will say this big, this Call of Duty has taken Halo. I hate to say it, because Halo haven't been coming out like
No.
consistently like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So Call of Duty has taken the reign when it comes to first person shooter, online first person shooter, and people can destroy me. Halo was the beginning. Well, it's really GoldenEye, and Halo took the reign from GoldenEye, and then from there it went from Call of Duty. But Call of Duty's been coming out with a game like every single year. So
Yeah.
with that being
With two different
said,
companies but under one branch, that kind of throws
yeah,
you off too. With Treyarch and Activision.
yeah.
Yeah.
So with that being said, do you think, for I'm talking about Battlefield specifically, do you think that you're gonna see a lot more people going back to Battlefield for only just for the $70 multiplayer? Do
I,
you think or do you think it's just, or you don't think it's gonna be a lot of people going to that game? I mean, I think it's gonna be a good game regardless,
mhm.
but I don't know if it's gonna be good enough for like Call of Duty and Halo.
Well,
If you get what I'm saying.
first thing I want to say, I think Battlefield has their staple in between the two. I will admit that. It's just that they don't. These I just hate that they follow Call of Duty. If Call of Duty comes out with a World War II game, they feel like they got to come out with one. Or if they come out with a Modern Warfare game, they feel like they got to come out with one. Like they are big enough, just like with Call of Duty, to be able to do their own thing, even if they were to do the thing every year. I think they're big enough for that, because Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 was like the reigning champion for PlayStation 4 until Modern Warfare came back out. You know, But my gripe about multiplayers and full price, I've never been with that. I hate that with a passion.
Yeah.
You know, it with Battlefront. You know, remember Battlefront came back out on next gen systems for PS4,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh
Mm.
man, we got this game and it's $60, and you got multiplayer. And I'm sitting there like, man, what the? I want a story. Like, come on, man, you making me pay full price? And then none of us stayed on that game that long. It was nice for the time being, but then none of
Felt
us
like
stayed.
that with Anthem, but
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
nice
different
for the
topic.
time
Yeah.
being, you know, like a huge game, AAA title like Destiny. At least you get a story mixed in with the multiplayer. It ain't like it's a separate campaign and a separate multiplayer. Well, they have Crucible, but you know what I mean. The multimedia scenes are engraved with the co-op multiplayer. Give me
Yeah.
that. I'll take that, you know. But I just hate the whole. I hate the whole. All right, this is only gonna be multiplayer, and we're gonna charge you top tier price. Okay, well, if you
Yeah.
charge me this kind of money, then you better doggone sure have so much content in there that I can't even play it all. You know, that's
I
just
don't
how I
think they
look at it.
will.
You know, so
I don't think they
you know,
will.
and then they want you to buy like, you know, I'm not saying this for them, but then they want you to buy a special pass where you get all this extra stuff. So now you're spending $70, and you got to spend another $40, so you know you can get all this extra stuff, and you got half a game. So I mean that drives me crazy. But while I'm talking all this crap, I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna complain again. You know, I'm gonna
Yeah.
complain.
To
You
be
know,
to
because
be really
I want
honest
a
with you, I
Battlefield
don't
game.
know. Yeah, and for me, I really don't know if I want to get Battlefield. The only reason I'm saying it, the trailer was
It's
it was
amazing.
great,
Oh my
man.
goodness.
It was amazing. Yeah, yeah, the trailer was. But here's what where it's going against. The thing is that you got Halo Infinite that's coming out this fall, and then you got Call of Duty that comes out every single fall. So my thing is that if you're charging a $70 price for only multiplayer, the game better be the best thing you that multiplayer better be the best ever. Just like what you said, it better have a lot of content.
Yeah.
But I wish they either pushed it to like early next year, or they should have brought it
You know what? I agree. I agree. I don't think it should
or
come out at
brought
the
it
end of
or
the
brought
year.
it during the summertime,
Yeah.
which is now like around July or
Yeah.
August, to give it that window before Halo and Call of Duty. Because I guarantee you,
Call of Duty's
because
gonna come
the
out when there's a
biggest
game,
issue,
or a huge season
yeah,
with DLC or something.
yeah, because the biggest issue is that this is where I see the biggest issue. Halo, since we have Game Pass and stuff like that, Halo is pretty much. I'm not saying it's free. It's part of the subscription that we have. It's just like you could think of Netflix. So we don't have to go ahead and buy it unless we want to get a special collection edition. So that's up to the individual. But Call of Duty is either you buy Call of Duty. Let's just say if you only had the option, if you only buy Call of Duty or Battlefield, more than likely more people is going to buy Call of Duty because they've been consistent every single year. Granted, Cold War people said that's not compared. It's not better than Modern Warfare. Modern
It's
Warfare.
not.
I agree. And so I still play it, but at the same time too, they've been consistent every single year, and you have that base fan. You had that base
Fan base.
of fans.
Hmm.
Yeah, the fan base. I'm saying it backwards. You had that fan base that is that core. That's what I meant to say. That core of fans that is dedicated to Call of Duty every single year, and then you got Battlefield that haven't came out with a Battlefield game. I'm talking about modern times. I'm not talking about the World War II stuff since when was it?
Yeah,
What,
they have
2015? I don't remember. I think it's
yeah. So
it
so
could be
Battlefield
2015.
Battlefield 4
I'm
was
trying
the
to remember.
full lifetime of PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I want to say, yeah.
Battlefield
Don't
had
quote me on that,
Battlefield
but
had two
I'm
games.
thinking it was 2015 and
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, that was pretty much like modern, like during that time.
Yeah.
But I don't. It's just the thing is now you coming out with just a multiplayer, and I know you're gonna charge. I know EA is gonna charge $70. I don't care what
Now,
anybody.
what I
EA wants
will
their
say,
money.
EA, I'm telling you, if they do a move to where they put it on EA Play, that right there is royalty there. If you was to take Battlefield and put it as part of EA Play because of subscription, because of the subscription service, and Microsoft pays EA Play, of course,
I think what
to
they're
get
gonna
the games
do.
on there, or they put all the add-ons on EA Play and you download from there and put it on your game. I think that's worth it, because for somebody like us who got Game Pass, it'd be awesome to pay $70 for the game, but if you want the season pass, you gotta have EA Play or pay the one-time fee and just let all the content be free. I'll accept that.
Yeah, or if you have EA Play, then I think they'd probably just give you a
Yeah,
discount. They'll
yeah,
probably give
well,
you a
yeah,
ten
or a
dollar
discount towards
discount.
the game. I'm cool with
Yeah,
that too. It's just
I
I just
still don't
think,
know. I don't know. The only reason I'm saying that is because it's just a multiplayer. With Call of Duty, you at least get the campaign and the multiplayer, and then granted, you have to buy the other seasons if you want to play the other stuff and stuff. But at least they give you a good core campaign for people, and then from there you could go and go to the multiplayer. Even though not a lot of people play the campaign, but I mean I play the campaign, but me people are more dedicated to the multiplayer. I don't know. I just saying it's an uphill battle for Battlefield, but
yeah,
the trailer looks great. I'm not saying anything bad about Battlefield, but I'm just saying you got a lot of stiff competitions this fall with Halo Infinite, and people are going to be gravitating to Halo Infinite on day one when it come out, and then also you got Call of Duty. That's kind of by default everyone's going to play Call of Duty, and I guarantee you, Ralph right now is streaming Call of
yeah,
Duty as we speak.
yeah.
So it's one of those things that I bet you Battlefield will be it will be a hot game for maybe a couple weeks or maybe a month, but
I
Call
don't
of Duty
know.
I think Call of Duty
I
is
don't
gonna
know
reign. So
because Battlefield 4, ever since the new Battlefield trailer and gameplay came out, the servers have opened back up for Battlefield 4. And what's crazy is they never really shut down. Like, people are still playing to this day Battlefield 4 because it's an amazing game. I think that what Battlefield 4 lacked was they never fixed the whole shoot behind the wall stuff. It's so stupid. Like, you go hide behind something and somebody's shooting at it, and it's not the fact that you have a gun and shoots through walls, but it's the latency is so late that it still kills you behind the wall. You couldn't figure out, like, what the heck is happening, and you didn't get a
yeah.
lot of that in Battlefield 3. So, but I agree with you. I don't think it's a good move to release that game towards the end of the year. It would have been nice to have it, yeah, like you say, now or maybe the fall, but not the winter time. Not towards the end of the year. Maybe like September or October, and then I think, well, no, that's kind of the same thing. So yeah, summertime is probably perfect for it. Perfect for it, or next year January. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Halo's got some big shoes to fill when it comes, especially when you're releasing at the
I think
same day.
Halo's gonna. I mean, I think right now, I think 343 games. They took the criticism, they took the feedback well and stuff, and then they got the original. They got the one of the original people that created Halo, who was looking over the Halo Infinite project.
Yeah,
Microsoft is not stupid and stuff. Microsoft knows if they fail with Halo, pretty much Xbox Series X, this whole console is gonna fail. I hate to say it like that, but it's like when you have your the number one game, and don't get me wrong, they got some other original games that's coming out, especially with Bethesda and stuff like that.
yeah,
But is but Halo, you cannot mess that game up.
yeah.
And
If they
that's the thing
trash
is
this, they might as well not
you
release another
can't,
one.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, you cannot fail with this. It's like Microsoft does not have another IP to fall back on. Don't get me wrong, they probably might have something that we don't know of, but Halo is Xbox, and if Halo fails, Xbox is going to fail and stuff. It's going to be hard to recuperate from that.
Yeah,
So it's like with PlayStation on the other hand, PlayStation doesn't really have an identity. You can't say Ghost of Tsushima, you can't say Last of Us, you can't say I'm trying to think of other games at the top of my head. Uh yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us, even
Spider Man,
yeah, Spider-Man. I mean, it's so many
God of
original
War.
yeah, I was thinking of Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah,
I mean, it got a war and stuff, and then you got Uncharted franchise. I mean, you have so many original games on PlayStation that they could fail as much as they want to because they don't really have an identity. Unlike Halo, Halo is kind of like that's Xbox. And if they had some other original IPs and stuff like that, would be kind of like a different story. But like PlayStation, yeah, those are just the games I could just think of at the top of my head. It's like if one of those games fails, it's like that's okay. We'll just go ahead and just bring back such and
Whatever.
such.
You know what
Yeah, just
game I
like
think is
Resistance.
overdue? I know this is off topic, but you know what game I think is overdue that needs another comeback? Ninja Gaiden or
What?
Ninja Gaiden. I would love to have another one of those.
Well, you know what? They came out with a collect a re not a re yeah, a remaster version.
No, not a remaster. I'm talking
Uh,
about a whole new game.
that's not going to happen because you got the person who created I don't think he's gonna do it because they're not gonna do another Ninja Gaiden game
But that'd
and
be
stuff.
sweet.
I
I think that's
hate it.
overdue. I think they
Yeah,
should bring
it
that back.
would be.
Hmm.
Yeah, it would be phenomenal if that does. But it's just the thing is the person who helped created that game is no longer with that studio. So yeah, we never gonna. I don't think we never gonna see one. They probably gonna come out. They probably gonna come out with remastered version over and over again. But I don't think you're gonna see a brand new
Yeah, that's one of the
Ninja
games
Gaiden
that
game.
where you had your controller and something didn't go your way. You really wanted to break that controller.
Oh
That was
yeah,
the
Ninja Gaiden
original.
was yeah, that was a yeah, that was a frustration. I mean, and the funny thing, I was playing it on Game Pass, Ninja Gaiden, that came out for the 360, and man, that game is so difficult and stuff, and it
Yeah,
just it's difficult in a fun way, but also it could get frustrating to a point you do want to just break your controller and stuff. But yeah, that game was pretty fun and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So, but.
All right,
Yeah. All
so
right. So let's go ahead and go to the next topic
all
and
right,
stuff. So
so what do we have here? All right, Windows 11. I guess well, Max, you were able to watch it. I've been reading articles about it. What do you think about Windows 11?
it's a copy off of Apple.
You just
I
straightforward
mean,
with it, huh?
every
You just
yeah, no, I mean, it is. I mean, they copy everything from there on Apple, from the to the screen to how to delete stuff to how it starts to how you have different display morning day and night type
yeah,
display. I mean it's pretty much everything is I mean even look at the because I'm looking at the picture right now, even at the bottom of it they copy the start menu, like the
yeah,
blades that you
down
have
here, yeah.
is almost like it's almost identical to Apple and stuff, so it's just I don't know. I mean
So
I guess it's a good thing.
well, that's what happens, right? I mean, look at the cell phone industry. Apple started all of this, right? And everybody follows. Even now, Android does the whole gesture screen thing where the home screen is swiping and going back is swiping right and left on the screen. So, but I think this is a good thing. Windows tried to make this work, so they're saying it has a built-in support for Android apps, and they're utilizing Amazon App Store to do it. I don't know if it's going to be native. Because all of the like the apps I use, I play mobile gaming on a computer, but you got to get an emulator. And one is Game Loop, or the other one is a Blue. I can't think of the name, but I use these emulators, and it's not. You can still get raw, native resolution, native content, but you have to have this emulator to run it. Windows tried to make this work when Windows 10 came out, and they kept saying they wanted to get Android apps on there, but it never worked. And the Windows Store sucked since this been out as far as like app games, and they don't have the games like Android and Apple where they come out with their own native stuff. So if this can work where you can play those games where I don't have to use the emulator and it's actually native content from the Windows Store, then I think this is a plus. To me, this looks good, but I have to see how it plays. If Amazon App Store is just gonna be another emulator, then I might as well stick with Game Loop. That's just how I look at it. So
I
but
just hope it's not Windows 8 or Windows Vista. You remember how
yeah.
that was?
Yeah, yeah. I think we had that
That was just
conversation a while ago, or was
yeah,
that
that was
last week or the week before
disastrous.
last? Yeah, Windows Vista was horrible. And then Windows 8 came out, and had what, 8.1, and 8.1 was supposed to fix all the
No,
problems.
it was Vista, and then I think it was 7, and then
Yeah,
they was
7.
like,
I'm
oh yeah,
sorry.
let's come on, yeah,
Yeah,
7,
7 was
then
actually
8, and then
good.
8. Yeah, 7 was good, and
Hmm.
then 8 came out. That was disastrous, and then it went back to 7, and then Windows 10 came out, and then it said that we're never gonna come out
With another
with
operating
another,
system.
yeah, new
This is going to
opera,
be
and
the
then now
last
we got
one.
Windows 11.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
now we got Windows 11.
they will make you will get the upgrade for free. I did read a lot of stuff about that, and it's the same thing they did with Windows 8 and 8.1. You get the upgrade for free, so you don't have to pay for another product.
It should be free because I
Yeah,
mean Apple's does their operating system for free, so it's
yeah.
kind of like why will Windows charge?
But
I mean, if
remember
Windows
that was their
charge
whole
for an
thing from the
upgrade,
beginning, though. Remember?
yeah, that's
It's
what they used to
yeah,
do. Yeah, they
yeah,
used to charge. I forgot what. Well, it was like it was pricey too. It was like 100, close to $200, and you used to
yeah,
bundle up with the Word document and Excel and PowerPoint slide and OneNote and all this other crap and stuff. And that's what Apple came out saying. You know what? We don't charge for our updates and stuff.
yeah, yeah.
And Windows is like crap. We can't do the same thing either.
Well, it
So.
sucks for people that go and either build a computer, buy a computer, or buy a laptop right before a new operating system comes out, and they spend about $1,500 for a computer, and then now they got to pay another $200 to upgrade it. Like, that sucked, back in the day. So
It's just like the Windows 365 and stuff because you have to pay a subscription for that, and I think
that's
that's kind of
stupid.
stupid. If I just
Yeah,
want, yeah, just when I want to use Word. So what I did was I still just use the Windows 10 version of the Word document, and I never upgrade to 365. They keep on saying like, oh, we added more features to it. It's stupid.
yeah, I don't
I'm not
care.
paying this subscription just for a Word document
Well,
or
there's so much
Excel.
other
If
free
I
content. You got Open Office, you
yeah
got
yeah.
Google Studio, you got a lot of stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
also
crazy.
yeah, that's stupid. I mean, even Apple stuff come with Pages and their own Excel for free and stuff. So it's like, why I want to pay for that and stuff.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
don't know, whatever.
All right,
That's just
so
me just griping.
yeah, well, Windows has some big shoes to fill, right? I mean, Apple's doing. What's crazy is Apple does this huge marketing, and their stuff. I mean, I'll admit it's. I guess I can say half as good because I'm not used to using Apple. I don't like Apple, but they market so well, and they have perfect developers. Like their whole like Adobe is so integrated with Apple. And they just Windows is not there yet. As far as, well, I shouldn't say that. Windows is there with their whole studio line, but it's not as good as Apple's. As far as the video editing and
No, it's just they just make it simple, and that's the
yeah,
thing is about it. When you make stuff complicated, where here's a good scenario. Just like if you want to delete an application or delete a file and stuff, it's like with Windows and stuff. I
you
mean,
gotta find a control panel and all this other stuff. I
yeah,
know.
yeah. I mean, of course, you could do the admin, then you could go ahead and delete it like that. But not a lot of people know that. It's like you have to actually go. You can't just go to the start menu and think you could just delete it from there
Right.
and go to the garbage and think everything is deleted. You have to go to uninstall. You got to do this, and then sometimes it's maybe in another folder that you got to find out you got to delete it. With Apple, once you delete it, it's deleted. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to go no back end. You don't have to go to a different folder and stuff. You don't have to go on uninstall. You could just go ahead
Yeah.
and just throw it in the garbage and that's it. And it's like with Windows, they make it very complicated, which is kind of like why you want to have a person who wants to delete something go through all these hoops just to delete something off their system. That's why I like Apple more when it comes to that. Don't get me wrong.
I'll
When it
agree.
comes to games, yeah, when it comes to games and stuff like
That's
that,
where they fall
I'm
short.
all yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like all for Windows and stuff like that. I have absolutely no problem. But when it comes to doing tasks and me doing coding and
Workstation
stuff like
stuff.
that,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's perfect.
I'm all Mac.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's just my preference and stuff. Editing stuff, I'm all Mac and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
that's just my preference and
Windows
stuff.
11,
So
if you're going to copy off of Apple, let's make sure it works. That's all I got to say. I have no, and let's hope that they don't go through this whole stupid thing that they all do. Oh, we about to sue you, and all of a sudden, and then everything's on hold, and they're not going to update nothing because they didn't follow the law. I'm just hoping it doesn't go that route. I hope they can work together. I don't know if that ever happened, but let's just hope that Apple and Microsoft be cool and work together, and nobody wants to sue nobody and all this other stuff for copying and off of each other and all this other stuff. Anyway,
yeah, Yeah.
Here's one thing that got me excited. I think I talked about it last time, but I didn't go into full detail. But we got design labs for the new Xbox controller. I am super hyped about this. So I've already went through here, and here it is. It's gonna load, and you can do whatever you want to your controller. I am super excited, and this is the part that I really wanted really bad was the engraving, and you can write your write your name on there, and it comes at the bottom here. So I'm going to take my time. I don't even have any solid colors for me and my streaming. I'm just kind of just universal, but I need to come out with a general color scheme for me, and I think I'm gonna start with this controller, and then I may base my stream around whatever I choose, and I love this, right? Because you can just go in here and you could just pick all type of stuff, man. It's amazing, and this is all I've been waiting on, and now I'm about to have 3 Xbox controllers, so I think one I'm going to dedicate to PC, but after that I promise I'm done with Xbox controllers. But I am super excited about this. I am. This is what I've been talking about in a few of our podcasts. This is cool. And I love, where is it? The XBY. I love this, how you can just change these. This is awesome, man. This is awesome. So if you guys haven't got up on this yet, the Design Lab Studio is out. Have fun with it. I know I am. And I'm super excited for it. I always wanted my own custom controller, or pay somebody buku money and send them your controller and let them do something with it. But I'm excited about this because I can just do whatever I want, what color scheme I want. Now, as far as the graphics and stuff, I think Xbox should add like a. Let's see if I can go back to this. If you have your own custom graphic, like my logo, I would love to be able to put it on this controller. You know how limited edition controllers look like sometimes, where they have, the like Gears of War, they have the skeleton thing or something in the background. I wish they would come out with something where you can upload a photo or a picture of like for me, of my logo, and it'd be in the background with the buttons over it. I think that'd be cool. So Microsoft, if you're listening, put a upload image feature in here and allow us to be able to put it somewhere on the controller. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty neat.
Yeah. So, but other than that, I'm excited about that. I've been waiting to design my controller in my own color scheme. I just feel like that they shouldn't even come out with controllers unless it's like limited edition. Everybody should just be able to go on there and just create whatever color. Like they should keep the basic colors they got out now: the white, the black, the blue and the red, and then everybody else should just go into Xbox Design Labs and just design their own controllers. So
yeah.
I know you said you're done buying controllers, but I'm not. I think I won't.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for me, I won't say I'm done, but it's just I don't know. I used to buy so many controllers, but it's just the thing is when you're paying $70, $70 a pop. That's I don't know. I kind of even with the design station now. I think what's the price of it? You just had it up. It was just like if you
It was like
design it, I think it gets.
69, and then if you do the
Yeah, I think it gets
engraving,
to
it adds
eighty
another $10.
dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it gets to like $80 or whatever the case may be. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just for me. If I have a good working controller, I'm pretty much
You know what's
good with
crazy? There's a
stuff.
lot of people that collects controllers, and they want every
Yeah,
color, every brand.
yeah,
I've seen YouTubers
yeah. It's a
do it.
lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that collects controllers. You're absolutely right about that. And I'm like, yeah,
It's just a
you
little
make
too much
a
for me. I rather collect retro games.
yeah. That's just too. I mean, that's just too much for me. But to each his own and
Yeah.
stuff. So it's for each his own and
All
stuff.
right.
But it's just one of those things. All right, let's
Are you
go to
ready
the
to
next
get into
topic.
these you ready to get into a display discussion? I know you always ready for
Yeah,
that.
actually, yeah, I'm always ready for that. That's something.
All right.
Yeah, so all right, so I know I had some people that was coming into this podcast that was just saying like, why I didn't get an LG or why would I spend so much money for a Sony A90J and stuff like that. Look, at the end of the day, it all becomes what your use case scenario is. Like me, picture quality is the most important thing for me and stuff. Second would be it goes to gaming and stuff. But I will say this: LG has done a fantastic job, and believe me, I really don't say that a lot about LG. LG has came out with a great update. Not only that they did Dolby Vision Gaming at 4K and 120 hertz, but they also came out with their own dashboard too, their own gaming
Yeah,
dashboard. Just
and I
that.
can't bring that up because every single place I look for where we can bring up the dashboard, it's all videos. You know how YouTube is sensitive about us playing videos, but I could not find an article where it shows the game bar unless you have one. Send it to me. But
I
that
sent
was a
it. I thought I
video.
sent it to you.
That was a video.
Oh, was it?
Hmm.
That was a video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on for a minute. Game dashboard. Yeah. So I'm not gonna send
Yeah.
that to you now. But uh, yeah. And they came out with their own. They finally came out with their own gaming dashboard, which they now
That's a game changer
uh
for TVs. I'm sorry, I'm not
Well,
saying
well, the
LG
thing
is
is,
better.
Samsung came out with it first because people don't know that the new Samsung TV has the game dashboard, and then LG looked at it and probably said like, I need to do something about that. Oh man, excuse me. Yeah, I need to do something about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think LG did a they did a good job.
Well,
I can't say
you got a comment though. Marcel Perez, he said, "Would y'all recommend a C1 or G1 for Xbox Series X?" Well, depending on what you
well, hold
want.
on. Well, I guess so here's see the thing is I don't have a C1 or a G1 and I haven't tested one yet, but I am going to get a C1 once I finish once I get the basement finished, and it's just the thing is it's coming up soon. But so couple of things. So the C1 the from what I hear and what I've read, the brightness difference is not that much of a difference
Right.
unless you are really a video file person. And I'm a real video file person when it comes to looking at certain details. But if you're a person who doesn't really care for that much, go with the C1. However, the G1 did come out with LG just came out with a warranty for a 5-year warranty, a manufacturing warranty, and that includes burn-in with the G1. So that's something to think about as well. So even though it's more expensive than the C1, you do have that warranty intact if something goes wrong with the G1. So that's something to keep in mind too. The C1 doesn't have that. I think it's just a year manufacturing
Well, I
warranty.
mean, there's
It
ways
does
around
include
that though. I mean, you buy it from Best Buy and add a warranty to it.
but then you add in you adding whatever Best Buy or whatever
The cost, the extra
whatever the
cost.
company, yeah,
Hmm.
that's the cost. And a G1 compared to a C1 as in price wise, I think it's like a couple $100 different, but the G1 is technically brighter than
Yes.
the C1.
Yes.
And so it's like for me, if that's the case, I would go with the G1 with that matter just because that yeah, you get in a brighter display, but not by that much. But you also get that warranty intact too. That's the only reason why
Well,
I'm leaning towards the G1 because you got that 5-year
see,
warranty
my
intact.
use case for the G1 is different because you actually helped me realize that. I mean, the G1 is meant for completely flush wallpaper TV. I don't want a TV like that. I actually like full motion mounts where I can pull the TV out, pull it back. I won't utilize the port, the whole thing of it. So for me, I would buy a C1.
Yeah.
I
Well, the thing,
that's
yeah,
just me.
and the thing is, yeah, and the thing is too. I mean, it comes down to your price stuff. Like I said, with LG coming out with these updates and stuff, they really catering towards the gamers and stuff, and I commend them for doing that and stuff. That dashboard it does look slick,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
coming
it's
out with
pretty
that
cool.
Dolby Vision Gaming does look slick as well too, and stuff. And I mean, kudos for LG for doing that. I think they did a. I mean, they're the only TVs that I know of. Well, no, they are the only TVs that has Dolby Vision Gaming at 4K 120. 4K 120. Sony doesn't have it. Samsung doesn't have it. Samsung does because Samsung doesn't use Dolby Vision, so that's another thing. That's a whole nother discussion because they only use HDR 10 plus and stuff and HDR 10, but Samsung refuses to use Dolby Vision. But LG pretty much has all the when it comes to video formats. They know the man and indicators towards all the gaming preference. But going back to your question, I it's really a toss up. I guess the question is, what size are you looking for? That's kind of like another question. Because
Yeah,
for me, for the basement, I would like I'm trying to get like an 83 inch. So
yeah,
and so the C1 goes up to 83 inches. The G1 only goes up to 77 inches. So that's kind of like another thing you got to think about too. But when if the G1 did have that warranty on there, I'd probably say get the C1 and
yeah.
stuff. But it's just that extra warranty that kind of really brings me on to the G1 side because of that. Because it's just like a 5 year warranty. If something were to happen, they'll place it for free and stuff. So that's kind of that's just my
This is pretty awesome too. Is that all of the stuff that's the features? It's also coming to CX and GX OLEDs as well. So, I mean, even for a budget option,
well.
I just think that's okay. I don't know how good it's going to be. I mean, we know that it's an old 20 because I feel like if it's not broken, then why would you even come out with a new TV this year if they could have just
Well, that's
updated
the
it?
thing. That's the thing. Well, I didn't mean to cut you off. Well, you see, coming later in 2000, later to 2020 OLED TVs.
Yeah,
So the thing is, the rumor is that this update doesn't is not for doesn't is not on the C10. Is not on the previous year models.
hmm,
So the rumor is that if you get a hold of, I think the rumor was if you get a hold of LG by going to the customer service, and I think you could download the update for the C10 last year's LG TVs, but you have to go through a hurdle just to get that firmware update
yeah,
to get the Dolby Vision gaming at 4K 120. It's not over the air yet for people who own those TVs, but I don't know how long LG is going to take for them to come out with that update. I mean, they said that they are, but it just all depends on when and stuff. So
yeah,
as of right now, the latest 2021 LG TVs are the only two. Well, LG C1 and LG G1 are the only two TVs that has Dolby Vision gaming at 4K 120.
yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, so
So
that just
that's great.
I
That's
just think
great.
that's good news for the folks that already have the C10 and the G10. So
Yeah,
uh,
it's good news, but they don't have the firmware update for it
right,
yet, unless they get contact with LG and figure out a way to download it to their USB drive and then download it to their LG TV and stuff. So they have to go through those extra hurdles. Instead of just trying to just download it from the TV via over the air firmware update. So
yeah,
that's kind of like the bummer with that. But yeah, LG, like I said, if you're a gamer, go with LG and stuff. That's pretty much a use case. My use case scenario, I always go picture quality over anything else. So that's what I went with the Sony TV. And the thing is that people complaints about Sony has a lack of VR and ALLM on their TVs. But
right,
my thing is that I'm not concerned with that at all. Reason being is because PlayStation 5 doesn't have it. So it's like if PlayStation 5 doesn't have it, I can see why Sony TVs doesn't have it. And then the other thing too is that um for me, I don't know, picture quality always trumps trumps gaming and other features and stuff. That's just my opinion. But like I said, LG is going off of the features, and Sony always been dominant when it comes to picture quality. So it's kind of like it's one or the other. Like you'll get all the gaming features that you want from the LG TV, but you might not get the best picture. The LG and Sony, you'll get the best picture, but you just don't have all the the gaming features on there.
Yeah,
But I can tell you
and it's a
this:
lot of money
if
to play
Sony,
with to try to decide too. You know.
yeah, and I will say this too: if Sony had all the same stuff as LG, I would guarantee you that people would be flocking over to Sony TV,
Oh
buying
yeah,
Sony TVs
by a
like it's
landslide.
hotcakes.
Yeah,
Because Sony picture processing yeah, like I said, I can't compare off of the LG yet because I don't have an LG TV, but Sony is known for their picture processing system. They always had the best picture. LG, on the other hand, is like you have to get it calibrated and stuff, and you have to massage it a lot to get a really good picture and stuff. But when it comes to gaming features and stuff, it's second to none. I cannot argue with that. I can't argue with anybody who talk about, well, LG could do this and this. You're absolutely right. LG could do all of that. But Sony, on the other hand, has the best picture quality. Has the best picture. That's just it and stuff. So,
yeah.
but yeah, that's just kind of like my tip. That's kind of like my thing. With it, I wish Sony. I hope Sony is listening and they come up with their own gaming dashboard
Yeah.
and they come up with that whole Dolby Vision gaming stuff. But I don't know. Sony is known for not giving you the stuff that you want, and even on
Or at least not up
PlayStation.
front. You know, they like to do stuff
No,
later.
they never do. They never do. And the reason why I'm saying this is because even on PlayStation, when we ask for like certain features, they'll
Oh
never give
yeah.
you the stuff to like maybe years later and
Well,
stuff.
that's
And
what I was
even the stuff
referring
that
to, right?
yeah. And so it's like for me, for Sony TVs, I wouldn't even hold my breath and stuff. It's kind of like when you buy the TV, you expect the stuff that you're supposed to get. And they supposed to promise the VR and ALLM for the new Sony TVs that's supposed to be coming out by the end of this year. I'm not holding my breath because the thing is that I knew what I was getting myself into before I purchased a TV. And my advice to people is that if you buy a TV, make sure you have all the features on that TV that check your box of whatever your preference is before you get the TV. For me, on the other hand, it wasn't really that important to me because I had this in the bedroom, so I really don't game in the bedroom that much. But I know in the basement, on the other hand, which I am going to game, that is a big decision factor for me, and that's something that I'm just gonna think about. Like, am I gonna get a Sony this time for the basement, or am I gonna get an LG? It is kind of really hard for me because it's like that A90J picture is it's amazing. And if I go to the LG and I really don't see a good picture, but yes, I have all these features to it. I know I'm gonna be biting my tongue on a lot of stuff, and I say, well, he got this, well, he got that, and stuff. I could sacrifice. Is something like what you're willing to sacrifice
Well,
for. So
you better
that's
use their money back guarantee policy. You buy that LG and spend all that money. You better utilize it. Take the TV back and get you a
yeah,
Sony.
yeah. I mean, I want to try it out. I'm gonna try the TV out, and I'm gonna look at it and see if I like the TV. If not, then we'll just go from there and
Well, I
stuff.
know
But
that.
like I said,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
oh, I was just gonna say, I just know that it's really. I just like I'm trying to use my words carefully. Is I'm so much into picture quality that I just don't want to give my I just don't want to give a negative thought when it comes to LG pictures and stuff, picture quality. So it's just for me, I'm really hoping that they blow me away with their C1 TV. So that's just kind of like my thing and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Well, I know when we first started this discussion, I actually had this article up for the new Xbox Series X displays. Um, I'm a little wishy washy with this because of what you can get out of TVs now.
mhm.
They're they're basically monitors, right? You might as well just say they're monitors, but they're the same price as the OLED TVs. You know, so for me, I would they have HDMI 2.1. You know, they have all the same features that you normally hear, 120 hertz support, you know, all that. But me, I would rather, you know, with these price points, right? 15.99. That's for the Philips. Yeah, it's for the Philips. Then
Yeah.
you have The Asus, and this one is, well, this one's $949, but look at the size you're getting, right? And it's not OLED. I don't believe they're OLED. I got to do a little bit more into this. They're actually just showing all the features.
They
Yeah.
yeah, it's all
So
LED TVs. Yeah.
so for people who don't really care about the unique sharpness that OLED puts out, this is perfect for them. It has all the features that you normally buy out of a high refresh rate monitor from Micro Center or just from the big wigs, MSI, Asus, Acer, or Alienware. I mean, that's what. And then remember the whole big format display that came out, and it was only big for a short period of time. I think what made the big format displays go down is because the technology in the OLEDs now. It's like, why would I spend? And they were $3,000. But I can buy a C1 with HDMI 4, and that was another thing. They wasn't even HDMI 2.1. So so then they were DisplayPort 1.4. So you still got, high refresh rates and this and that, and they were just LCDs. But now you can get a OLED, for what, $500-$600 cheaper, maybe $1,000 cheaper. Like on Amazon Prime, I was looking at C1s, they were $2,000 for a 65 inch. And I was sitting there debating on buying it, and I didn't. But for me, this wouldn't be for me. If I was still into monitors and before the new technology came out for all the gaming for the LGs, I'd rather just buy an OLED TV, 48-inch, plop it on my desk, and do my whole streaming thing from there, and get that eye sharpening picture quality, and the peak brightness and the HDR and all that stuff. And now Windows, they do HDR and all that stuff. So for me, this is good for people who just prefer monitors. That's just how I look at it. For a monitor, and then you can, of course, you can utilize it for other, if you have a 4K Blu-ray or whatever the case may be. But I don't know. I wouldn't buy. For me, I wouldn't buy nothing like this. I can get the high refresh rate out of a TV now. That's just me.
Yeah.
And then, I can tell the difference because I'm all about, Max is about picture quality. I'm all about refresh rate. I have to have that high refresh rate. I'm off 144, and sometimes I look at the ones that are over 200, and that I do have a hard time depicting between the two, when you go from 144 hertz to 200 some hertz. But I can definitely tell the difference between 60, 75, and 144. Like I can look at it and be like, yeah, that's this, that's that. But me, I don't too much care for anything over 144, and 4K 120 is pretty good. And it's just, dude, I remember not even 2 or 3 years ago, like we couldn't even game it 4K 120. Like technology moves so fast, and we kind of missed out on a lot of this stuff because of the whole semiconductor shortness and all of the bots and everything that's kind of destroying everything of us trying to enjoy this stuff. We don't know what to expect next year. We don't even know. I think a lot of hardware that's going to come out is going to be a lot of refreshes of it, like graphics card, chips, hey, we just boosted this up to something hertz or whatever. Because I don't think it's fair to come out with a whole new revamped chip or revamped graphics card, because nobody can get a hold of these things. And then all of the Bitcoin mining and all that stuff, people are buying all these cars and people are buying all these cars for all this mining stuff. So I just don't think it is fair. Now I did see that some of the AMD cars are coming out with the ones with the coolers in them. I think that's pretty cool. They've always done that. Well, they both have always done that, but it's usually the manufacturers that come out with that stuff, and not the actual so what do you call them? Supply? No, not suppliers. The suppliers is coming out with it, not the actual manufacturer. So we will see where this goes for next year, but I don't think I don't know. I mean, companies can do whatever they want to do, but I just feel like a lot of people, if they come out with a new chipset next year, a lot of people are going to miss out on what they wanted to do because of the whole semiconductor and everybody buying stuff and using the bots, and especially with the PlayStation. Well, PlayStation will be a good buy next year because it ain't gonna change for another 7 years. So if you buy the display to play games on the PlayStation, all that, it's a good buy. But as far as computers and chipsets and all that stuff, a lot of people, even me, like I have a full, Max went with me to the store. I have a full computer system just sitting here, and I haven't had the opportunity to get a handle on any of that stuff. And I really haven't too much care, right? I really don't care about it right now. I'll eventually do it or whatever, but just hopefully we get an opportunity to enjoy these displays that come out, and people, as far as PC wise and custom part wise and all that stuff, to where we'll be able to utilize these displays, because this display here for the Xbox is for a certain amount of people. And then what's funny is they talking about something's going to be Xbox branded displays, right? Just like the whole just like they used to brand the displays on the hardware for the G-Sync and the FreeSync stuff, and they slap the sticker on there and let you know it's for this. I mean, it's actually, you can do anything with it, So that's just my thing on it. For me, I'd rather just buy the OLED. I'd rather have OLED for a cheaper price. That's just me. As far as a monitor is concerned, and then you can get that additional sharpness and all the features that come with HDR from your console. So I don't think monitors are there. Well, I shouldn't say that. Monitors are not there yet with the whole HDR because of Windows. But if you got a TV, the TV has the processing stuff in it. You don't need a computer to push out like my laptop. You don't need that to push out the whole HDR stuff. So that's just my thing.
Yeah.
So, other than that, I have nothing else unless you want to talk about Fidelity FX.
No, I think we would do that for the next one. That'll be a good topic and stuff.
Yeah, so we'll start off with Fidelity FX next time. So that'll be cool, because they got some cool news about Fidelity, and I'm not gonna get deep into it, but they talking about how flawless it is right now, and that's actually a big statement compared to DLSS. So we'll see what happens.
I think it's good for the consoles. That's the biggest benefit for it. Stuff. So.
Yep. So I'm good.
Yeah, we could go ahead and end it on this note and stuff. So
I'm gonna go to finish watching Demon Slayer. That's what I'm kind of excited to go downstairs and watch.
Yeah, I'm about to watch the Demon Slayer. I'm about to watch the movie Demon Slayer and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thanks a lot for joining Marcel and stuff. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this podcast. This is stuff. Yeah, we come up with a lot of random topics, but most of the topics be on video games and stuff. So because that's what we like talking about
in the comic books and the movies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but it depends on what the mood is and the situation and all that stuff. So, but yeah, man.
Yeah. So yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, but hope you have a good one. If you didn't get a chance, subscribe to Moandogg Gaming at his Facebook, because
there we go. There's my camera.
Yeah, he's supposed to do streaming, but he haven't been streaming for quite some time and stuff.
Busy life, man.
Yeah, I get it too. And then if anyone get a chance to, if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel too, I greatly appreciate it. I try to post a video every week and stuff, and hopefully you like my content. People like my content and stuff. But definitely appreciate everyone stopping by, and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace out.